It's me, it's Queen Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. All right, so today we're going to do another very Aquarius Q&A. I'm going to answer 5 questions today. So if you have any more questions about me personally, you can put them underneath this video, and for our next Q&A, I'll answer those 5, okay? All right, now for this one, let's take a look at question number 1. Question number 1, Queen, what do you mean when you say that gifts are your love language? Excellent question. All right, let's take a look. Well, let me tell you. A while ago, there was a gentleman, his name is Gary Chapman. Gary Chapman wrote a book called The 5 Love Languages, and he's done some more scholarship on this idea in further books since then. Now, according to Gary, we love each other. We all love in different ways, but there are 5 main ways that we demonstrate and communicate love. Now, they're not all in the same hierarchy for all of us. Some mean more than others. So based on the quiz that goes along with this book, and after I finish this, I'll tag under this video the quiz and the book in case you want to take the free quiz and you might want to purchase the book. It's a really good book if you're in love with somebody or if you want to have a relationship one day. It tells you how to figure out their love language and then how to use it in your relationships. So Gary says that we love each other in these 5 ways: receiving gifts, acts of service, physical touch, quality time, and words of affirmation. When I took this quiz, there were 30 questions, and out of the 30 questions, 12 of them I picked receiving gifts, which makes perfect sense to me because I give gifts to people I love. And when somebody gives me gifts, I translate it that they love me. Because in my family, that's the way we are. I have a large family. And we don't give gifts to everybody in the family on Christmas and birthdays. You give them to the people that you like, basically. Basically, you give them to the people that are your favorites. So over the past 41 years, I began to interpret giving and receiving gifts as my main love language. It's my biggest one. Anybody who really is close to me has something from me. So my score was this. It said 12 receiving gifts. So my first is receiving gifts. My second is acts of service. And my third is physical touch. My fourth is quality time, and dead last is words of affirmation. So I like to give and receive gifts. That's the biggest one. That's something that really shows me love. Acts of service is things that people do for you. They help you with things. They do things for you, things along those lines. Physical touch is obviously touching. And quality time is the next one. And words of affirmation is dead last for me because I feel like words are cheap and people say anything. So words of affirmation don't mean as much to me as they might mean to another person. Now, let me explain what Gary says about my number 1. He says receiving gifts. Don't mistake this love language for materialism. The receiver of gifts thrives on the love, thoughtfulness, and effort behind the gift. If you speak this language, the perfect gift or gesture shows that you are known, you are cared for, and you are prized above whatever was sacrificed to bring the gift to you. A missed birthday or a hasty, thoughtless gift would be disastrous. So with the absence of everyday gestures. Gifts are heartfelt symbols to you of someone else's love and affection for you. This is 100% true. I should get this tattooed on my forehead. And this is 100% true. So when I say gifts is my love language, this is what I'm talking about. When people give me gifts, it basically makes me feel like they care about me and they've sacrificed something to give something to me. Now, everybody's different. Some people, gifts might be their dead last. You know, words of affirmation might be their number 1. So if you get a chance to take this quiz and let us know, what is your love language? All right, next one. What are your favorite signs and why? My favorite zodiac signs. Oh, wow. Libra. The first one that came to my mind was Libra. The second one that came to my mind was Virgo. And the third one that came to my mind is Leo. Those are my top 3 favorites. I love Libras because I love when they're balanced and they're positive. They're so charming and so sweet and so kind. I love Leos because they're fiery energy. Barack Obama is a Leo and he's like my celebrity crush. I love his energy. I love that. It's just such a, a stand up, lion, kind of energy. I just love it. And of course, the Virgo. Virgos have taken care of me my whole life. My best friend growing up was a Virgo. She taught me about my period because she was older than me. She taught me a lot of stuff. Like, up until we were grown, she was still teaching me how to do stuff. And right now, my best friend is a Virgo, and she does exactly the same thing. Takes care of me and teaches me stuff about Costa Rica and Spanish culture and things like that. So those 3 are the 3 that I would have to say I love the most. As soon as somebody tells me they're one of those 3 signs, I get excited, waiting to see if they're, a good person, because I'm like, oh, this is cool. So those are definitely my 3 top favorites. Have you ever dated an Aquarius? Yes. I would date another Aquarius. There isn't one sign that I would not ever date again. Only because of the fact that I truly do believe I've had positive experiences with every sign, and I've had negative experiences with every sign. So I would definitely give it a chance. But the 2 that I dated were not good relationships at all. But they were at a time in my life when I was still not me. I was a young girl back then. I was in my 20s. So it could be the immaturity. But the gentleman I dated who was an Aquarius, he was very insecure. He was the one I told you about after we broke up, we stopped seeing each other. He was riding down the street, and I was walking down the street with my new significant other, and he's screaming and waving out the car, and I called him and cussed him out. I mean, seriously, that was just awful. And we never spoke again. I was so disgusted with him after that, because it was just like, why are you, I don't roll with you like that. So why are you going to try to make it seem like to my dude I roll with you, Just dark, negative, gray Aquarius type behavior. That's something that they would do. So I never spoke to him again, and I was glad that good riddance. Then the next one was a female. I lived with her she lived at my house for 2 years. I put her out twice. The first time I put her out, and then she came back, and then I had to put her ass out again. She attacked me. She tried to beat me up. She and I didn't it wasn't so much that it was an awful relationship. It was so much that we weren't working together. Neither one of us understood the concept of partnership. So neither one of us was trying to be a partner. We was both trying to lead, and the other one was not trying to follow. So it just wasn't good because of that. And when I see her to this day, I'm like, hi. That whole relationship, it was awful. It was really awful. And you know how most Aquarius are a lot of Aquarius are really into sex, like I am. She was not at all. That was the first relationship and the last one that I've ever had that there was a sexual problem. I've never had a sexual problem. But she just, I don't know what was wrong with her. She had a real hard time just enjoying sex, because she would get turned on, but she would have a hard time just letting herself enjoy it. So she had some sexual trauma, so that could have been why. I'm not really sure. But that was a big problem in our relationship. Huge. That was huge. I don't think sex is the most important thing in a relationship, but I do think it's important, especially if you like it. If you both don't like it, then fine. But if one of you likes it and the other one doesn't, not good. And last one. Why do you like Cardi B? I love Cardi B. I do. I love Cardi B. I only know one of her songs. I don't really listen to contemporary music. I like the song. I like it like that. I know that song. I can rap the lyrics to that song. I like that one a lot, but it's because I hear it constantly. You would not believe I hear it in Colombia. They love it in Colombia. I hear it here in Costa Rica. I heard it in Panama. So I've heard it all over the world, the States. But I don't like her because of her music. I like her look. I like her clothes. I like her nails. Oh my God, her nails. Like my nails be done, but her nails be done, you know? I just love how her pink hair. I love how she looks. And really for me, what I love the most about her is that she is a wonderful rags to riches story. I love a good story. Especially a true story and a rags to riches story. I love that because it motivates me, because I came from the ghetto. I came from the hood, you know, and it motivates me like, you know, you can be whatever you want to be, you know, and seeing her go from having, you know, mice and bed bugs to a Lamborghini and chilling at Fashion Week. You know, it just says to me, like, whatever my dreams are, if I really go after them, I can have them. I watched her climb. I didn't watch the whole thing, but when she got to TV, that's when I first noticed her. And I just watched her. She climbed and she scraped and she fought and she got what she wanted. And she deserves it because she did the work. When you do the work, you deserve the rewards, you know? So it says to me, hey, if you do the work, you can get your rewards too. So for me, she's motivation. She motivates me. I love how real she is. I love how raw she is. I just think that she needs to stop letting her haters get her into shit. That's the only thing I think about when I watch her on the Instagram or this or that. I think she spends too much time addressing haters. I never address haters. When haters pop up, I just block them. I just bloop. You can go hate over there. You know, I just feel like she gives too much of that negative energy. She gives it too much. So I love her, and I'm just hoping as she gets older, she'll realize that. Okay? All right, that was number 5. So, guys, it's time for me to get going. And so one thing I wanted to tell you guys, remember how I always say gifts are my love language? Well, I got a donation from somebody who wants to stay anonymous. And he told me to buy myself something that I liked, something that was beautiful, something that was, you know, heartwarming to me. And I did. I got to show it to you guys. Check these out. So that's on one side. All you Harry Potter fans will recognize these. So yeah. I thought they were so cute. As you can see, I got big feet. And I thought they were so cute. I had to have them. So I got them. So like I said before, gifts are my love language. And I appreciate every sacrifice that everyone makes to give me anything. If you give me a love donation of $5, I sit there and cry when I see them come up on my phone, you know. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate extremely the gentleman who gave me the money for my Harry Potter sneakers. So if any of you guys would like to give me a love donation, I will leave underneath here my PayPal. If you want a tarot, an oracle card reading on your love life or your life in general, or all of the above, please inbox me. You can email me, or you can inbox me on Facebook, or you can hit me up on Instagram. I will leave all of those information underneath this video so that you guys can contact me. If you want me to answer a free general question, you can email me or drop it underneath this video. Likewise, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you know somebody who wants to know more about my crazy life, pass them on my Q&A. Okay? And that's it. If you have questions about me specifically, you can also leave those underneath this video, and I will be glad to put them on the list for our next Q&A. See you later.